Hey everybody, welcome into the post-game recap for game number 69 for the Seattle Mariners. A win, 8-2 over the Oakland Athletics. So far I've gotten to talk about two wins so far, and both have actually been pretty, well, I've talked about a lot of losses already, but the two wins I've gotten to talk about so far have been mostly stress-free wins. This one pretty stress-free as well, just a nice win for the Mariners. A nice fun game. They improved to 30-39 in the season. And as we talk about winning streaks, turnarounds have to start somewhere. Maybe this is the game that gets them back on track. I've noticed I've got the box score up here and just, it's interesting. I think it's actually easier sometimes to talk about losses. To be honest, there's just more to discuss. There's usually something more controversial that happens in a loss, whereas in wins, it's usually just everyone's having a good time and we get to enjoy it. There's not a whole lot to talk about sometimes. I apologize for yawning. These West Coast games, not the West Coast games, these just late start games that they get to me. First of all, I think the first thing to talk about is the back-to-back home runs the Mariners did in the seventh inning tonight. Julio Rodriguez hit one that was absolutely crushed. One of my favorite apps, or not apps, but followers on Twitter is the Would It Dong account that shows you how many parks it would have left at, and Julio's was a no-doubter, gone at all 30 parks. His was the first of the back-to-back-to-back. Jesse Winker goes deep. Fantastic to see. Hit a nice hard hit double, which scored Julio back in the the sixth inning. And then the mammoth home run to dead center. That wasn't quite a no doubt about it in terms of it would have been out at all 30 parks, but it was a home run and the Mariners needed it. And then first pitch, Eugenio Suarez homers. Another one that wouldn't have been out at all 30 parks, but certainly a good shot. And it all happened within four pitches. I mean, you went to take a breath, and the Mariners were hitting another home run. So that was really fun to see. Probably the most fun moment of the season so far, I would say. So anytime Julio does something special, and he was special tonight, reached base 4 times, 3 hits, 2 singles, a home run, and then hit by the pitch. Like I said, Jesse Winker reached base 3 times. He was hit by he walked. Then he had the double, which scored Julio in the home run. So fantastic for him. Hopefully that gets him going as well and gets his season turned around, because the Mariners really need Jesse Winker to be last year's Jesse Winker, some version of that, to turn the season around. Kind of low key, but the bottom lineup, once again, Cal Raleigh on base 4 times, 2 walks, a hit by a pitch, and then a screaming double. Just fantastic to see. Really struggled last year. The Mariners could use a good young catching prospect, and Cal Raleigh's really showing some great development and really taking that leadership role behind the plate as well. You can see the pitchers having faith in him. And really doing a good job, whether it's framing pitches, not afraid to get down dirty to block a pitch, to prevent a wild pitch. And just, you can tell when he goes out to the mound, he already has the respect of the pitchers, which is so important. So that's just fantastic to see. And his bat starting to come around as well. So just great news there. Taylor Trammell, a home run and a walk, and the walk came against a lefty. So, again, like I've said, I don't think Taylor Trammell is ever going to mash left-handed pitching, but let him have some of those at-bats. He earned a walk tonight, a tough-earned leadoff walk, I want to say, in the 7th, ended up coming around to score. So, let him have some of those at-bats. Listen, I don't mind Dylan Moore pinch hitting for Taylor Trammell. I don't. If Julio has a day off and you want him to pinch hit for Taylor Trammell, I'm totally fine with that. Or, if like Ty France or someone is off that day. But please stop having Abraham Toro pinch hit for him. I know Sam Haggerty's not on the roster right now, but stop having those guys pinch hit for Taylor Trammell. Let him have those at-bats. That was a perfect example. Nice job by Scott to let Taylor stay in there against the lefty and have that at-bat, and it paid off. He had a nice AB. He walked. So that was good to see. And again, I don't think he's ever going to necessarily mash left-handed pitching, but he can certainly maybe hold his own and be an everyday player. So that was good to see. Another absolutely just quiet 3-hit game from Ty France. What else is new? He had that double. It was double, but little looper just over the first baseman's head with 2 outs, I want to say, in the second inning. And then, he took off, made it in safely to second. He had an RBI single in the 7th, which kind of started the floodgates opening. And, I don't remember when his other hit was, but a 3-hit day, 2 runs scored for Ty France and an RBI. I mean, just looking at the box score, 12 hits for the Mariners. They also worked, let's see, how many walks did they work today? 6 walks, so 18 total base runners. Obviously Julio stealing the show, as always. Winker getting that game was nice to see, but Ty France just doing his thing with 3 hits today. Justin Upton joined the party too. That was nice to see, an RBI single in the 9th. His first RBI, second hit as a Mariner. So listen, it would be very nice if Justin Upton can be a competent DH. Doesn't have to be, an MVP or anything like that. But if he can at least be, I don't know, a 715, 720 OPS hitter, we'll take it. We'll see what we can do with that. And hopefully, he can keep that spot kind of fresh until, I don't know, with Kyle Lewis and Mitch Haniger, I'm not counting on them coming back anytime soon. So hopefully Justin Upton can kind of just keep that spot in lockdown and avoid a lot of Abraham Toro DH days for the Mariners. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about Marco Gonzalez, 7 strong innings, tons of ground balls. The A's are just hitting it into the ground all night long. So great job by Marco. Only the 2 strikeouts, but Marco's never going to be a huge strikeout guy. I believe both of them were against Ramon Laureano. Just thought that was interesting. And Laureano struck out 3 times. So just a nice outing from Marco. What they needed to get a W against a bad lineup in Oakland, let's be honest, was just a solid effort from their starter, and they got that tonight from Marco. Eric Swanson, easy peasy 8th inning. And just quick shout to Ken Giles, hadn't pitched in 644 days. I can't imagine just for a Major League pitcher not only not pitch that long, but coming off Tommy John surgery and the finger issue in spring training. I know he's pitched in some minor league games, and he did pitch in a couple spring training games as well, but I'm sure the nerves were going for Ken. So great for him, no matter what ends up being the outcome. Great to see him back up on the mound. And he looked good. I thought the slider had a ton of bite to it, and the fastball was sitting at 95. So all of a sudden, a bullpen that was looking shaky a while ago. You got Eric Swanson back. He's been fantastic. Still have Castillo, Sewald. You had Ken Giles. Penn Murphy's been good. I think Malone's still out there. So you got a decent long guy down there. Barecki's been pretty decent since he came over. So all of a sudden that bullpen's starting to round into shape a little bit for this team. I'm not going to keep this video super long. I am exhausted and got to get up early for work. Listen, the A's are not a very good ball club. So certainly nothing to dance around and parade about right now for the Mariners. But they needed a win, and they got to win. And they haven't won a lot of games this year. They're 30-39. Life is too short. Enjoy it when your team wins. I don't care what their record is. Just enjoy it. Enjoy a win. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully they can turn this into a winning streak and get something going there. But like I said, the A's are not a very good ball club, but they also took 2 out of 3 from the Mariners in Seattle. So, nice to see the Mariners get a W there, and hopefully they can keep this going against the A's. They've got some games coming up. They've got Oakland for 2 more. Tomorrow is going to be Paul Blackburn. I talked about him a little bit in a video where I talk about the front office. If you haven't seen that video, please check it out. Just kind of my thoughts in the front office. He'll go against George Kirby, and then Robbie Ray and Frankie Montas will finish out the series. But you've got the Angels coming up, the Orioles, more against the A's. So maybe a chance here for the Mariners to get back into it. Quick shout out from the A's, Nick Allen, first Major League home run. Always try and those are cool moments. Always got to remember, guys, these are human beings. out there playing, and just a cool moment for him. No matter what team you are a fan of, it's cool to see moments like that. Thankfully, it was in a game the Mariners had very well in hand, so it didn't affect the outcome. I might not be as cheery about it if it was a walk-off home run against the Mariners, but a cool moment for him nonetheless. So tons of positives tonight. Like I said, just all around a very nice W. Always so much fun to watch Julio succeed, and Marco is fantastic as well, along with some of the other players I mentioned. Outside of JP, I think everybody had something to kind of hang their head on or tip their cap to as well. So they'll get back out tomorrow. Hopefully they can make this 2 in a row and get a winning streak going, and we'll see. Maybe somehow sneak back in it. Mariners get the W tonight, 8-2 over the A's. I'll be back tomorrow night with another post-game recap. Please please comment. It helps me out a lot. Really does, guys. So please like, comment, and subscribe too. Please hit that subscribe button. Just a little click there. Just trying to get to like 20, 25 subscribers here and go from there and just build a little bit each week. So please do that for me. It helps out a lot. And I will then see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good night.